wrestling fans, welcome to the Pro Wrestling Locker Room. I'm your host, Big Bubbalicious. Alongside me, Alex Van Zant.
That's absolutely right.
And I'm going right to our guest right now because he's kind of important, I think. You might not feel that way, but I do.
To you.
Our guest, former Heritage champion, Forever Young.
Former Heritage champion,
Keep going, yeah.
television champion,
He's a lot of belts.
Rookie of the Year. Alex, you look very demure, bro. I have to say.
Thank you.
You
Very
look
mindful.
You look really good.
A lot of
mindfulness.
Bubba, you
know what?
You
Great.
look how you look.
You know what?
I'll
You
take
forgot
that as
a
a
couple of
compliment.
your championships there, so I'll throw on there two tag team championships with me specifically. But I feel like you gotta have had double-digit tag team championships
lot of accolades.
at this point.
5 tag team champions, 1 trios. Just saying.
Oh, wow.
Okay, 1 trios.
He is a man of many belts.
Yes.
Yes. How did you get that trios title? Who'd you beat for that?
Who'd I beat?
Yeah,
Oh.
probably someone really good. I would assume that person was really good.
It actually was Alex.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair,
Who were your partners?
Well, I had the measles that day.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
that's
that
my
explains
day,
it.
yes.
Well, who were your
So,
partners?
Who were my partners?
Yeah.
A ref and then also like maskless Kane. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's
Who were your partners?
Yeah, brought me back to a whole mental time frame.
I had my partners were former Metropolitan champion, Top Gun Maximilian. I don't know. Is that he
Maximilian.
going by Maximilian now?
You sure?
Yes, and my other partner was Jason DeMilo.
Oh, wow.
He moved
Jason
out of state.
DeMilo, where's he at?
He moved out of state.
He's probably doing a lot of hair modeling and stuff like that. I hear he got a big deal with.
What?
A big deal.
I got a big deal with.
What do you think is
What do you
going
think I
on?
was going to say? I said he's got a big deal with Troy Polamalu. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I know where you
Wow,
were thinking.
that's mine in the gutter.
You know, I mean, to be fair, suspicion's confirmed.
I'm
That's
sorry.
all I
I'm
need. Suspicion's confirmed.
Wow.
Totally honest
Okay,
with
Not suspicious.
Well, anyways, Forever Young,
Yeah,
you were on a brief hiatus from
You like
Metro
what
Pro
you like?
Wrestling, a couple shows, your vacationing and whatever. But you made your return to the last Metro Pro show, and you faced Dave Jamison,
Yeah.
a newcomer to Metro Pro Wrestling.
He was?
Oh, yeah, he's brand new. First time ever stepping into a Metro Pro Wrestling ring.
You
So we have the match. So let's watch the match.
I didn't get a chance to actually watch this
Well,
match.
now you get a chance right here.
But I had heard
Now, I thought this was
a
Xander
lot of
Bennett at
positive
first. I was like, wait a minute, why is Xander in there twice?
Xander
already
Bennett.
wrestled.
Xander Bennett.
Yeah, he's
No.
built
I
like
gotta say,
Xander.
Xander Bennett's a lot bigger than
Oh,
Dave Jamison.
okay, there you go.
Yeah, and besides, like Xander has a lot more like grease on him and stuff like that.
Oh,
I
man.
showed him about shampoo, but ever since he started hanging out with you,
So-
he just
So
looking
Dave
more
Jamison
and more.
added disadvantage, of course, because Forever Young is familiar with the Metro Pro Wrestling scene,
I
and
wouldn't call it a
the fans love you. Dave Jamison, brand new. The fans don't know him from Adam.
Yeah,
He's
but-
not familiar with
but
any of the things he goes on.
But part of that is also that he comes in with the advantage of, the unknown.
Yeah, they don't like him. See,
he has
they're
a
already
skill
saying
set that, perhaps Mr. Young, you did not prepare for. Did you prepare? in
I didn't
any way
prepare for
it?
this. Look
Okay.
at this. I did not prepare for this.
Oh, wow.
See,
You're
there you
sure
go.
That's what I didn't
Exactly.
prepare for.
Exactly.
And he's
There's
got
a lot
hands.
of tape
He's got hands
of
on
you,
him.
sir, right here
Look
in
at
this
that.
promotion. Look at that.
I'm sure he
Look
did
at
his
that
research on
recklessness.
you, Forever Young.
Yeah, he's got hands. He told
Look
me
at
that
the
he did.
poise.
Yeah.
Look at the hands. Look at the combos. He's got combos like
Slapped
gas
me.
stations out here. It's like a speedway with these combos. Slap, slap,
Slaps,
slap.
forearms.
Wait.
But then, did he
All the
study this?
striking-
Oh,
just
wait,
one
head
good
off
one.
the
that
ceiling,
woke him
too.
up.
Pop-up
That
alarm
woke him
clock,
up.
followed up by a nice Ushiguro.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Wow.
I was gonna
Yeah,
go
I
for
like
a
that.
cover.
He's
but
hurting
I was
right
gonna
now.
go for a cover, but he just like
It's like a fish.
Yeah,
Like
you
a
got
fish
the
out of
Ushis
water.
And
Yeah.
the Garoshis. I mean, like, here
You see
here's
me,
this-
my chin still hurts.
You got the
Still hurting
Marios and
chin.
the Luigis. Look at this.
And he.
Yeah.
Now, would you
Oh, you
call that
gotta
an
mind
illegal
that.
maneuver, AVZ? Was that illegal?
No, that's totally legal, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, you
but-
got to mind yourself around the ropes. It's absolutely legal to hang foot up.
And
And look at that.
he took me down.
Springboard into the ring. I'm so used to, I'm sure you're also used to a lot of guys around here like to springboard out of the ring.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like finally somebody getting back in there trying to break up the count. I'm sure that didn't feel fantastic.
That was an impressive maneuver, I must say, and it did not feel good at all.
Would you go as far as to call it a what a maneuver?
What a maneuver for sure.
Yes.
Oh, and a knee drop.
Is that one of your
One of maneuvers
subscribers
in
in
that
the corner there?
I think so.
Recording this match?
I think
you have
so.
many subscribers.
Yes.
We got to say that. How many
Yes.
subscribers you got?
How many
Alex
subscribers
Van
do I
Zandt?
have?
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's
and
a lot
not
of,
your OnlyFans.
Well, that's
Talking
what I was about to
you
talk
two.
about. I mean, there's a lot of people trying to get some free
Hey,
content.
if you got a
there's
lot of people on OnlyFans, then you're doing well, brother. Wait, look at this. Look at
He's
this.
got the dreads here.
Look
I
at
mean, I
this.
feel like you owe him.
Oh, wow.
You
Yeah,
owe
look
him
at
a
those
little
big
grab.
elbows.
Speaking of got the dreads, look
Oh,
at that.
wow.
Pulls
That
me back.
referee, come on.
See, that's the advantage
Big
of having
Samoan
greasy
drop.
hair.
Yeah.
You can't pull his hair.
Right.
You get a nice handful of
One,
yours.
two,
How
and-
about that
oh.
Samoan drop, Bubba?
I like that. Very nice.
I love
I
that.
thought that should have been the end of the
Yeah.
match right
Yeah,
there.
I'm not-
he
I'm
should
not
have
even
been
mad
out.
about the cultural
Steve
appropriation. I
Rivera
just love
thought
that
he
he's
should have
done
been
it.
out after that big
I
move.
did the DNA or whatever it's called, 0.1% Samoan.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so you got a little.
I'm sorry,
Islander-
0.01. I'm sorry.
So you got a little Islander in you, huh?
Going for the copyright strike, he blocks
oh.
it.
Oh. Oh,
you
wow. Yep.
He's a striker,
Oh,
man.
wow.
yeah,
Super
he
quick.
is. You know, from the looks of him, I thought he was going to be a flyer.
Yeah.
He reminds me a little bit
Oh,
of
wow.
Mr.
That
Tanner.
was nice.
Big kick.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was.
Nice. Look at that with the snapmare out of the corner.
Oh,
Speaking
big
of
kick in the
swerve,
back of the head,
swerve
yeah.
kick.
The swerve
Big
kick to the
cover.
head there.
One,
Good
two,
cover.
and
I like
oh.
the base on that cover too.
Yeah.
You know, he's not the biggest guy in the world, but that kind of
I
situation.
believe he is a champion somewhere too, Day Jamison.
Yeah, he came out with the title. I don't know why.
Yeah, he came out with this title.
It
It
was
was
letting you
not on
know.
the line.
It's called
of
letting you
course.
know.
If
sir.
he
It's
wants
called letting you know.
if he's gonna come out with the title, put it on the line.
Hey,
Right,
when I had
exactly.
5 titles, I'd come out with it. Why not?
Put it on the line.
Right.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, hey, I mean, I would love to if he qualified. That's part of it.
I mean, not you. I'm in the ring with him, so I'm saying, hey, put it on the line. Don't just come out and show it off.
Oh.
Okay, not bad. Dropping the knees right there. A little bit of ducking cover.
And then he just
Creative
forces
offense.
me
Oh, look
me
at
to the
this.
rope.
And a choke
and
right
a
in front of
choke.
the ref.
Now,
Come
would you
on.
call that illegal?
And the referee here is brand
well,
new to Metro Pro as well, I should
I,
say.
I actually question the tactics there. And the reason I would actually question it is not because he went for something a little bit sketch. I mean, we all go for something a little bit sketch. I mean,
Right.
you're no stranger to that.
Yeah, exactly. I was
But
gonna
this
say.
is a game of kinetic chess, and you know, the longer you're in there with someone, I don't think he was planning for a very long match because
No.
you're in there a long time with somebody. Every time, like especially to move a bigger opponent
Uh-oh.
like that.
Oh.
you're
Big
wasting
elbow.
precious energy.
Oh, big
and
elbow.
just like that, spending his kinetic energy into
Oh.
yours.
Big elbow. TJ elbow. Big
Oh.
elbow.
See, that's the
TJ
problem.
elbow.
Like I
Big
said,
forearm.
this is kinetic chess.
Could have pinned him after that.
I
probably
think
should've
so.
pinned
I
him.
think he's a little shook
Probably
up
should have
right
pinned
here.
him, but I was, feeling the
Yep.
crowd. They were very loud. I know you guys.
Oh
can
yeah,
hear
they
right
enjoy.
now.
They always enjoy seeing Forever Young in action.
And
I mean, one of the things that your opponent.
Oh, what is this?
this is
do a
one of
lot
my
of this
classic,
himself.
Oh,
classic
man.
maneuvers.
Here we go.
Here we go. Okay, what's it?
Some will call that the copyright kick.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Copyright kick.
Well, I
Followed
think he had a
by.
spanking
Uh-oh.
more, but here we go.
Here we go. I think
Bombs
this- good
away
night.
right here?
Oh.
Oh, bombs over.
One,
Subscriber
two,
bomb.
and oh, what? He kicked out of
You
that?
know what?
Wow. Maybe
So,
I should give this
again-
guy more credit.
Again, speaking of, this is kinetic chess. That's literally what
Yeah.
we're doing here. And when you are a smaller guy, you have less weight. You like moves like that actually do less damage to you because you physically fall less hard, quite literally. However,
Going for
when
the copyright strike
you
again.
crash into him,
Oh,
okay,
Oh,
right
yeah,
there
right.
stops him. He's
big
stopping
knee.
you.
He gave me a knee.
Stopping you. He could do a knee. Maybe he wants to. Okay, he's been hard with these Muay Thai strikes. the
Not
whole time.
these. No, those weren't hard.
Oh.
Okay,
Wow.
that one was
That
hard.
was
That's
hard.
Right.
I
No,
was
no,
gonna
no.
say.
So a Muay Thai strike is
Oh.
coming from the elbows and the knees and the forearms. They're not extended strikes. Those are all Muay Thai type strikes.
One, two.
And
Oh, kick
one
out.
of the crowd
There you go.
members told me they thought that was it.
Oh,
look at
really?
the crowd going wild for that kick out.
Yeah.
See, this is my first time seeing this match from this angle,
Yeah.
actually. And I can see the crowd more in this
Yeah, the
angle.
crowd is
Yeah.
liking that you kicked out.
They love to kick out. I gotta
Yeah.
start kicking out more.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
that should be my signature.
Oh, man.
Hey, if I've tried to tell you that a lot when we were
Tell
on
me,
a tag team now.
I can get pop.
Gotta
I
kick out a
can
lot
get
more.
pops from kick
Wait,
outs.
what is this?
He going for a headlock, but nope.
Oh, you gotta be
Spin
careful
around.
with that. Exactly.
Copyright strike.
There you go. Mass plus acceleration.
And we know what this
equals-
is.
Yeah, I think this is good
Equals,
night.
Subscriber driver
Equals this match is over.
Oh,
right there.
Yep, good night.
for the win.
Coming down with
1,
both.
2, and 3.
Look at the
Coming down
crowd.
with
Look
all
at
Wow,
of
the
that
crowd going
impact.
crazy for Forever Young.
crowd
There
going
you
crazy.
go.
Comes back to Metro Pro and gains a victory.
Gains the victory. Starts momentum off.
Let's get back to the studio.
Congratulations.
Victories.
Big victory there. You know what? Sir, you looked very smooth in there.
Thank you.
I'm happy to have you back.
Thank you.
I
Yes.
thought you looked pretty good.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Pretty good.
Thank you, and I thought the match was pretty good.
Yeah,
I like. Shouts out to Dave Jamison.
Yeah,
all right?
Dave Jamison,
Shouts out
wherever
to
you're
him.
He brought it. But again, it's one of those things. You have to. I think that people in the Michigan scene need to start getting more analytic because there's a lot of people from outside of this area who are, and it's not all of. You need to start asking why. There's a lot of why to what you're doing. What's your plan? What's your strategy? What are your advantages? How are you going to execute your game plan? What is your path to victory? And specifically, what are your win conditions in the moment? Every match, because they're going to change as the match goes on. You bang up your ankle, new win condition. They scouted your finish, new win condition. But here's the thing: when he kept on providing a lot of acceleration into a larger opponent, and also you're surprisingly quick there, Forever Young. I know that he clearly scouted. He watched
Yes.
film on you. He should have known that. There's a difference between overall speed and quickness.
I agree.
It's how sudden can you be in a moment in time.
Yep.
Okay? Not overall speed. They're two very different things.
Exactly.
And so if you're going to rush into someone like Forever Young, you're going to rush in to all of your moves, really.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
That's true. Samoan drop.
you're using momentum against them, crashing into a much harder surface.
Explosive.
And also, I have to give you props for your moveset here. This is why I'm saying he's a smart guy, right? This is where I'm
Yes.
giving props.
That's
This is
good,
that
yes.
analytical part of it. It's that the Samoan drop, okay, moves like the subscriber driver.
Alarm clock.
Yep, alarm
Well,
clock.
not just that's the acceleration part. These other ones, these moves are so effective because not only are you dropping their mass on themselves like you would in a
Yeah.
power bomb,
Oh, yeah.
but you're dropping your own on top of that, so you have both accelerating forces, plus you have double the size. And on a smaller opponent, on both of those moves, even on a bigger one, they're eating a whole lot of force there. They're
Yeah.
taking, 400 at that
Oh,
point,
yeah.
500, right down, boom, right to the chest, boom, onto the back of the neck.
Yeah.
And so I have to give you props there.
Thank you, and I gotta give you props for sounding like Mike Quackenbush with that breakdown.
Mike Quacken.
Oh, thank you.
Good job with
Name
the
from
breakdown.
past.
He's a smart guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. He's very
So,
smart.
anyways, let's talk about May 16th because that's coming up fast, like next Saturday.
Yeah.
May 16th. We got some big matches lined up, of course, for that show. We've got Brandon Day making his MPW debut,
Very
Okay.
good guy.
teaming up with Thomas Bailey.
That's going to be an interesting mix. Now I want to tell
That
you why
is.
really quick.
Go ahead, yes.
Because I know Brandon Day,
Okay.
and unfortunately I know Thomas Bailey.
Well, unfortunately,
Well,
He is a mercenary.
Thomas Bailey is all about aggression, and he's all about using adrenaline to his advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. He can summon strength that he wouldn't normally have. He is a strong guy. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
But he hits bigger. He throws bigger. He acts bigger. He hits harder. But he summons that on emotion and adrenaline.
Okay.
Brandon Day is the complete opposite of that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Technician.
He is a technician.
Yes.
He is a striking technician. Everything that he does is about body control. Everything that he does is about emotional control and game plan and sticking to fundamental
Right.
strengths of both striking and submission.
Yep. And speaking of that, the team that they're facing is kind of like them because you have the technician, Amazing Nate Matson, on one side, and Amazing Nate's partner, the big man, Rick Cartier. So there you go. You got power and technician versus power and technician.
Now I would say this. They have some experience teaming with each other, Ducartier and Matson.
That's it. Yep, that's
I
their
would
advantage.
say that their styles, knowing both groups, not only do they have familiarity, but their styles in general have better cohesion.
Yep.
Both of them strive for a excellent execution of the basics, which really, they're there for a reason. They're the time-tested moves, they're the time-tested tactics. And, you know, some people think that they're not something you want to do every match. There's something that a lot of people throw away after a couple of years. But they both strayed from those things, especially Nate Matson. He used to, you know. But when he comes back to those things, when you apply those moves with perfect precision, when you apply those tactics in such an excellent way with a partner that you are familiar with, that you do trust.
Yes.
You know, I really think that it's hard to prepare for that.
Right.
It's hard to prepare for that. And I do think that both Thomas Bailey and Brandon Day are amazing talents. I think they are both, don't tell Thomas that I'm saying it.
Oh, well, yes, right. No, I don't need to hear it.
And I think that they are great wrestlers.
Okay.
But I think that they will not get along, to say the least.
True. That's very true.
Physically and mentally.
And also on that match, we got another big tag team match. The Saint Brothers defending their titles against the Establishment. Establishment's looking good. I gotta say that.
Wait, is AVZ in that group?
No.
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 Not with Avery.
No.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
I thought you and Avery were cool.
I don't need to be in the establishment, sir.
thought y'all
I am
were-
established.
I thought y'all were cool. You and
I
Avery.
ain't the establishment.
But the
brother. I'm the
Establishment
hope.
was victorious
I'll
in
tell
the
you what.
six-man tag team match previously over a team that featured the Saint Brothers. So.
And something to point out is that the Saint Brothers not successful
Right.
in their last matchup,
Right.
which is a very interesting thing, you know.
Yeah.
So now my question is that why are their opponents not the number one contenders at the moment?
The Establishment?
No, well they won, yeah, of course. I know they had a standing number one contender.
Yeah, right.
But if I remember correctly,
Oh boy.
wait, did the Saints beat?
No.
Yeah, they lost.
They lost to this. It was a six-man tag team
The
match. It
Establishment.
was Avery Hertz and the Establishment taking on the Saint Brothers and Connor.
Oh,
the
that's
young-
what.
the young
That's
Connor.
who.
Connor.
That's the one.
Yeah.
The singlet, the muscles, the Iowa,
Yes, yes.
Iowa mid
So
looks. Yeah.
Establishment won that match. So now you're gonna have the Establishment and a tag team match for those title belts against the Saint Brothers.
Okay.
But with Avery Hertz in their corner. So
Okay. Who do you pick on that?
yeah,
Young?
for every
Well, how do you take that?
you know all of them.
Because you have dominant champions in the Saint Brothers.
Yes.
Who on paper I would pick for sure, but they are coming off of a loss to these exact opponents.
Two-time tag champs in the Saint Bros. And to be
Yeah.
honest, I'm still picking the Saint Bros. I like the Establishment a lot, but
Yeah.
the Saint Bros, we have seen them perform the best when their backs are against the wall. They are not about to take 2 L's back-to-back. When's the last time the Saints did that?
Yeah.
They are no stranger to Metro
And they
Pro
just
Wrestling
beat
and
Grim
the
Reality.
I
You
would.
got to remember the Saints just beat Grim Reality.
Oh, so
So
it wouldn't
I
be
would-
back-to-back.
It
They
would
had
be
a match
back
in
to
between.
back, yes,
Okay.
but it was. They do have a previous loss to the Establishment.
So I danced
there you go.
around it for this exact reason. I wanted to bring up the Grim Reality match because
Yeah.
they were able to beat Grim Reality,
Right. And I was.
So that's
that was
and
a shocker.
they did
Yeah.
it without using their ace. They used it
Yeah.
without. They did it without hitting Saints Row.
Yep.
They can't. Can they hit that
Oh,
on
yeah,
them?
really,
I've
big
seen
man.
them do some crazy stuff, but like, hey, that shows that they're resilient. That
hit it
shows
all.
that they're evolving.
They hit the Saints Row on me, and I got a scar for life to prove it.
Oh
so.
man. Wow.
Let me stick it to the camera.
Yeah, there
got
you
a
go.
scar for life to
Scar for life from the
to
Saint
prove it.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Courtesy of the
Saints Row. Changed my whole career.
They
So
hit
the
Heather
Saint
with one
Brothers-
of those, and
I'm gonna
now
go-
look at her.
I'm going to go with the
Yeah.
Establishment.
Right, look at her.
I'm going with the Establishment only because Avery Hertz in their corner.
That's
And
true.
right there, that's going to be a
So
big
is it 3
factor.
on 2 and not
More or
2
less,
on
a
2?
handicap match, you
Nah,
might as
I
well
don't
say.
know about all
Is
that.
Avery
I've
Hertz
had
going to
Avery-
abide by the rules?
I don't know about all of that. I've had Avery Hertz in my corner, and I still didn't get it done against an opponent that I've been asking for week after week. I'm not on the poster. I haven't agreed to
Oh,
a
boy.
match
Do we
because
gotta bring this up again?
you know the only match that I want because it's the only match that makes any
Oh,
sense.
boy. All right, next match we got here.
What?
Pro Wrestling Locker Room Legacy Champion Johnny Dynamo taking on current Pro Wrestling Locker Room TV Champ Leela Hall.
We're doing predictions?
We thought those two were friends, man. I did. I thought they were friends, but Johnny Dynamo is very opposed to a woman holding his title.
Yeah.
So.
Of course. What did you think about that? Like, I met him. He sat right here. I heard him talk his talk, and he acted like a guy who just wanted some good competition out there.
Stand-up guy. Yep.
Yeah, and honestly, like, did he not drip with gross?
Yeah.
Could you not smell the ick on him? Could you not just feel the aura of shady? I mean, look at
a hidden agenda.
He's bald. He's and plus you have his track record.
Yeah.
Okay, people like that don't change over time.
True.
There wasn't a reason to.
Well,
what do you think? Like what? 5 years of bowling got him thinking. You know what?
Right.
Now all I want is to have great physical matches out there with people. Of course not. He's a piece of crap. He proved that he's a piece of crap.
Okay. That's
What
your
do you
opinion.
think?
Ah, man, Leela versus Johnny. If Leela wins this match, I believe in miracles. I don't see it happening. I love Leela. Love Leela. Right, ABZ? I love Leela. But Johnny Dynamo is, what's that, 25 years, 30 years experience? Leela's been here for 2 years.
Leela is definitely lacking in the experience.
Maybe a year and a
department.
half. I'm
not
sorry.
saying that she couldn't still pull up an upset, but Johnny Dynamo's got the experience, and he's really
I gotta
upset.
go with Dynamo, man.
Hey, man, I didn't say that I thought he was going to lose. I just said that he's a piece of crap.
Okay.
But, hey, I think that on this instance, I think that inevitably pieces of crap do get flushed. I hope Leela wins, but I do have to say, I think if I was a betting man, I would have to take Dynamo.
Right.
But, hey, sooner or later, he's going to get his comeuppance, and it might just be now.
Yeah.
You know?
And then we have the Motor City Women's Champion, Heather Blue, taking on Ricky Morse.
Okay.
This is her first title defense, eh?
Yeah, first title defense. And very
title
interesting
defense.
against Ricky Morse.
Yes,
So,
Ricky Morse.
Ricky Morse is no slouch, obviously. She's psychotic, if you ask me.
Yes.
A little crazy in the head.
She's a little cray.
Yeah.
But don't forget that Heather has an ace in her hole, literally and figuratively.
Whoa.
Whoa, wait a minute now. You got to reword that.
What? I'm talking to...
Can we reword that, please?
Yeah. Okay, you know what? Okay, it's not in the hole. It just sits on top.
Corner.
It's her maxi pad. It stops her from bleeding.
Come on.
It stops her when she's having big problems. Her maxi pad will be there with her in the corner, stuffed right into her purse like they always are.
You don't know if he'll be in her corner or not.
Huh?
He might not be in her corner for that match. You don't know that.
Oh, you're right. He might be running her an errand. He might be out getting her Wendy's or something.
Well,
like
speaking
that.
of Maximilian, he's going to have his hands full on
Wait, we didn't even do predictions for that
Okay,
one.
you go ahead. Let's go ahead then. Heather Blue or Ricky Morse?
ABZ?
The Psycho or the Psycho, more or less.
I don't care how many personalities.
That's crazy.
I don't know how many personalities you
nuts.
have, Ricky Morris. I understand, but you know how many voices you hear. Heather Blue is here in one voice, and that is Max. Handle this.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Heather Blue is used to titles.
Yes.
She's used to title matches.
Yep.
She's probably had more title matches this year and last year than she's had non-title matches.
Would you say she's entitled?
Oh, come on now.
She might be entitled. She might be. But
so who do you got?
I'm going with Heather. I'm going with Heather.
Bet on Blue.
Like
That's what
I usually go with the experience.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I will say this though. I don't know how many belts she has right now, but you know those belts are not made of plastic, and they do get pretty heavy. And you know she's a pretty small individual. So all I have to say is I know what it's like to carry a whole lot of metal. And eventually you will get crushed under the weight of it.
Okay, and then what I was going to say is going to be not only is Heather Blue going to be on the show, Maximilian is, of course, and he has a big match against Damian Chambers.
Oh, of course.
Maximilian and Damian Chambers, that's huge.
That is huge.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's hard to call. I can't
so
even
what you're
predict the winner
saying
on that.
is we're finally getting the return of an amazing wrestler in Damian Chambers, and then Max will be there too.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Is that what you're saying?
No, how about the return of Maximilian? He's been on hiatus as well, and I'm glad he's coming back to Metro Pro Wrestling. But it's not going to be to an easy match. It's going to be to Damian Chambers.
I'm aware of that.
Who you got?
Now, here's the thing. I guess you have to break this down as to what do you mean by win? Do I think that Max will leave the match with his hand raised?
Yes.
Likely.
Oh, wow.
Do I think that he will be physically dominated in every possible way, bell to bell, and walk out with tears in his eyes.
Oh.
Clenching his butt cheeks ever so tight, hoping hoping that no one sneaks up on him and gives him one. Like, yeah, I think he's gonna be coming out of that, so sneaking and holding on to wins like he always does.
Man.
I think that's what we got here. Okay. Because here's the problem with Maximilian. Yeah. And hey, is he still your friend? Was your friend?
They're still associates.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
sure.
they do business.
Yes.
OnlyFans. Okay, so here's you're the one who holds the camera. I got it. That makes sense, subscriber. Okay, so that being said,
yes,
here is the real problem at the end of the day with Maximilian. He's extremely talented. He is a great wrestler.
Yes.
And the one thing that holds him back is his desire to win. And sometimes that can be a bad thing because when you start doing it by any means necessary, you never go through the fire. You never all the way learn what it means to get that win.
We got to hurry this up because I got a couple more matches I want to announce real quick. With no predictions, I'll just going to announce it. Paxton Calloway takes on the Soul Taker. No holds barred.
You got to represent.
You got a quick. Okay, and also Javen Guerrero, the current Heritage Champion, is going to be taking on Jack Delaney in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
That's a pick'em.
Yeah, that could go either way. Forever Young, you know both competitors very well. Who would you say real quick?
Javen just got the title. I'm going to go with Javen.
Okay.
People don't have short reigns with the Heritage Championship.
All right. And to wrap it up for May 16th, yes, I thought about what we talked about.
That's right. I'm not on the poster. I'm not. Hey. There's only one match I'm taking.
That's because I didn't take this lightly, and I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and I've decided that I'm going to give you what you want. There you go. So it's going to be you and Jason Hotch for the title, May 16th. Oh, there it is right there. Nice graphic. But I'm telling you right now, sometimes what you want, what you wish for is not always what's best for you. You know what I mean? That's
Third time the charm?
I mean, yeah.
Third time the charm?
Is just right, sir.
I don't know.
Y'all, this is y'all third time.
Title. I assume, you want me to end this saying something about this, right?
Yeah, real quick,
Okay, you think that maybe I'm backing myself into a corner. I haven't been able to beat him since.
Yep.
He said a lot to me in the past, and I said a lot to goad him. I said he's not around. I said he's an absentee champ. He said I'm not on his level.
Yep.
He said I'll never be on TV, which he's busy with right now.
Yep.
And the honest truth is that despite all of that, I was just saying it because I respect him. No one's been able to beat him. He's an unclimbable mountain. The reason that I was gone for a while was to deal with mental health mostly, including physical, but mostly mental, and that was understanding that there are levels to this game. And honestly, some of them are insurmountable. I have come to the conclusion that Jason Hotch is a better athlete than me. Jason Hotch is a better wrestler than me, and he always will be.
Yes.
But on the 16th, I'm giving all that away because the truth is, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a better wrestler. It doesn't matter if you're a better athlete. It doesn't matter if you're better than me or you think that you're better than me. On the 16th, I guarantee you, Jason Hotch, I guarantee you that I will walk out the MPW heavyweight champion, and I will carry that torch, not the way that you have, not as well as you, but in my own way, to a new height.
Well,
this is the turning point for Metro Pro Wrestling.
All right.
And it will be for the better.
Well, this is it. I don't want to hear it after this. You're getting what you asked for. Win or lose, you're done after this match with whatever happens, okay? I don't want to hear it anymore.
Third time's the charm.
Give me what you want, and that's it. I'm not responsible either for any damage.
If I lose, I can't challenge again?
That's what I'm saying. I'm done with it. But anyways, so you got a lot to think about. So anyways, for me, for AVZ, and for Forever Young, catch you next time on the PWL. Now, see, Forever Young, he's got some accomplishments that you don't have. He should be the